Well, I failed, and here's my story. After gaining some success with real estate, I decided I wanted to give back. So I went online, put a post that I wanted to do a rent to own program with a deserving family. I got about 300 applicants, and then we narrowed it down and finally chose one deserving family. We had them go out, they found the house that they wanted to buy. We put in the offer, got it all under contract, and set all the contracts up for the rent to own. They moved in, everything's going great. And then all of a sudden, rent stopped. They stopped paying rent for months at a time. So I had no choice but, unfortunately, to give them an eviction notice. Not what I wanted to do, but it needed to be done. They continued to stay there because they put in a dispute with the RTB, and we had to wait for a court date. Just before the court date, they decided, okay, fine, we'll separate ways and you guys can have your house back. They left. I show up at the property, knock on the door because there's still stuff everywhere. And a guy opens the door and I'm like, who are you? He goes, oh, I'm the renter. I was like, well, that's not true because I rented to these other people. Turns out they had subleased out the house. While they were living there, they absolutely destroyed the interior, sold all my appliances, took the cedar off the side of the house to burn the wood burning stove for heat, and they cut a hole from the basement to the living room so to get the heat upstairs. It was a disaster. And now I had a family living in there that I had to give 7 days to get out because they weren't actually signed on my lease. So, anyways, long story short, I had $25,000 in damage. The insurance wouldn't cover it because it was a breakup in tenancy. And I had to kick a family out into the streets. I felt horrible. And so, yeah, I failed massively. But afterwards, we did a bunch of renovations, turned the property around, and I ended up selling it for quite a profit in the end. But it definitely wasn't the outcome I wanted. But you know what? I learned a ton, and yeah, I failed, but I wouldn't have it any other way.